Hello everyone, my name is Priya Roy. I am student for SD Jain International College, second year of BBA. My roll number is 214.
First one is on the job training method. It is all about tell me I listen, show me I see, involve me I understand. On the job training method, under this method, new or inexperienced employees learn through the observing peers or managers performing the job and trying to imitate their behavior. It allows employees to learn by actually performing a specific job or task. The employee will perform the job and learn as he goes. Example of this method, Madhuri hired a new candy wrapper named Jacqueline. Jacqueline had no experience working in a candy factory. In fact, Jacqueline had no experience working on an assembly line either. As the candy moved along an assembly line, Jacqueline learned how to wrap each candy while working alongside a more experienced candy wrapped Madhuri. The more experienced candy wrapped show Jacqueline exactly how to wrap candies, how to time the assembly line, and how to detect irregularly shaped candies. If Jacqueline made a mistake, Madhuri would be able to correct it immediately. Now I'm discussing about advantages of on-the-job training method. It is an often informal, highly motivating method, and this method is least expensive, free from the artificial class situations. This method have no need to create artificial class. The disadvantages of this method, trainee may not be experienced enough to train, or he may not be so inclined. It is not systematically organized, can disrupt the workflow, can slow down productions for their trainer. Method of this method, first one is a job rotation. This type of training involves the movement of the trainees from one job to another job. Rotations must be logical. Next one is a coaching. Coaching is a one-to-one training, and a limitations of this method of training is that the trainee may not have freedom or opportunity to express his own ideas. Job instructions. It is a step-by-step on the job training method in which suitable trainer. Fourth one is committee assignment. Under the committee assignment, group of trainees are given and asked to solve an actual organizational problem. It's developed teamwork. The next one is apprenticeship. Apprenticeship is a formalized method of training curriculum program that combines classroom educations with the job work under close supervision. The apprentices are paid remuneration according to the apprenticeship. Next one is the mentoring. The focus in this training is on the development of attitude. It is used for managerial employees. It is also one-to-one interaction. Last one is understudy. A superior gives training to a subordinate as his understudy like an assistant to the manager or decorator. The last one is understudy. Under this study, a superior gives training to the subordinate as his understudies, like an assistant to a manager or a director. Basic purpose is to prepare subordinate for assuming the full responsibilities and duties. The next topic is the types of strike. There are many types of strikes. The first one is seek out or seeking. All or a significant number of union members call in a sick on the same day. They haven't broken any rules because they just use sick leave that was allotted to them. However, the sudden loss of so many employees all on one day can show the employers just what it would be like if they really went on a strike. Slow down. All union employees continue coming to work on a time and they continue to perform their job, but they do them more slowly. This might mean that they start doing everything by the book. Next one is sit down strike. In this strike, employees show up to their place of employment but they refuse to work. They also refuse to leave, which makes it very difficult for everyone to the union and take the workers' place. General strikes. In these strikes is one in which all or most workers in an entire region or country go on a strike together regardless of union affiliations. These strikes are usually intended to create a political pressures on the ruling government rather than on any one employer. Third topic is of the job management development method. In this method, more techniques are given. First one, case study method. Usually case study deals with any problems confronted by a business which can be solved by an employee. The trainee is given an opportunity to analyze the case and come out with all possible solutions. Second one, incident method. Incidents are prepared on a basis of actual situation which happen in a different organizations, and each employee in the training group is asked to make decisions. Third one is role play. In this case, also a problem situation is simulated, asking the employee to assume the role of particular person in a situation. Fourth one is in basket method. The employees are given information about an imaginary company, its activity and products, HR employed, and all data related to the firm. Fifth one, business games. According to this method, the trainees are divided into groups and each group has to discuss about various activities and functions of the imaginary organization. Sixth one is grid training. It is a continuous and phased program lasting for 6 years. It includes phases of planning, development, implementations, and evaluations. Seventh one is lectures. This will be a suitable method when the number of trainees are quite large. Lecture can be very much helpful in explaining the concept and principles very clearly, and face-to-face interaction is very much possible. Eighth one is simulation. Under this method, an imaginary situation is created and trainees are asked to act on it. Ninth one is management educations. At present, university and management institutions gives great emphasis on management education. 10th, conference. A meeting of several people to discuss any subject is called conference. Thank you.